Hey, it's me, Willow Storm, and welcome back to another Juno's Cottage vlog. Now, this technically isn't a vlog of my week because this is several weeks compiled together. I got sick, then Ricky got sick, and it meant that basically our weeks weren't as busy, and I didn't want to put in footage of us just being sick and posting those. So instead, this is a compilation from a couple of weeks of us doing things. So, as you saw in the previous vlog, we went to visit Ricky's family, and this time, Ricky's family came to visit us. So, we first went down to the abandoned house, which if you've watched my other vlogs, you've seen me visit, you've seen the inside, and there's a lot of bricks in there. Now, we know the owner, so we asked the owner, hey, you've got some bricks, do you mind if we take some, borrow some? And they said, yeah, sure, go ahead, it's abandoned, I'm not going back there. So this is us going off collecting these bricks. Now, filled the wheelbarrows were very heavy, so what we did, we had one person in the front pulling with a rope and one person pushing the wheelbarrow from behind, and that's how we got the bricks all the way home. The first night of their stay after collecting the bricks, they taught us how to make sushi. Here is all of the homemade sushi we made. There's a TikTok of us making the sushi on my TikTok. Yeah, I have to stand on a stool to reach the surfaces. Ricky built them too tall for me. But here we are making some sushi. The next morning, just like how they made us help out at their farm, we made them help out with our farm, and we managed to get a ton of things done thanks to them. They even said we could have worked them harder. Using the bricks we collected the day before, we made a little campfire and had a barbecue together, including such hits as homemade shashliks. I didn't end up getting a lot of footage from their visit because, well, I was just trying to enjoy the time together. During a pandemic and also living in the middle of nowhere, life gets lonely and sometimes you don't want to be sat there filming things. Okay, so in this clip, here I am, I'm explaining that we're renovating now that it's spring, and we're painting the walls. Here is me painting the walls, and I did manage to film most of this process because it's like a boring one, and you don't want to watch paint dry, right? Subscribe if you want to watch paint dry. But I'm talking over it because I had the music blaring that I was listening to paint with the entire time, so the audio is horrible, and it's, yeah. And here I am showing we're in the process of painting the wall green. It's done now, I forgot to get footage of it, sorry.
You can see my face is absolutely covered in paint. Oh, it's in my hair. Being a homeowner is fun.
Today I'm going to be building a greenhouse. Usually I try to use this old reclaimed wood whenever I'm building to prevent myself from buying new material, as it's still in pretty good condition. But this time I've bought some new lengths of wood, so they're a bit stronger and last a longer time. I didn't bother me recording building the structure, because it's a simple A structure. I'm pretty sure the pole across the middle is maple. Here is me sanding reclaimed wood. Here is the cat. Here's a mini greenhouse I built. The wood holds the doors shut, so I don't have to make huge doors and hinges. It's just like plastic put together to planks. Yeah, we didn't have enough tomatoes last year, so hopefully this will suffice the rest of our needs.
Yeah, like and comment if you want to see more videos and audios from Ricky of him doing things and building things. We want to know if there's an audience on this channel for people who want to see stuff like that, because honestly, it's a lot of work for us to be doing things and then filming things or keeping to set up a camera to keep those like excellent angles, especially when Ricky is focused in on the work. Like, we all have things to do around this farm. It's not necessarily easy to film, so we don't want to just like film him endlessly building and renovating things along with me, unless people actually want to see that stuff. So we found this absolutely adorable bird's nest while Ricky was trimming. It nearly got shredded to bits, but we don't know what bird this is from. It doesn't look like it fell out of a tree, but rather it was just like built among the long grasses. So we put an old bucket around it to try and protect it from cats, and hopefully the bird will come back for it, but we don't know. But while we're on the topic of babies, the pond has like a gajillion tadpoles. Ricky was trying to get some water to water the plants with out of the pond, and a bunch of tadpoles came up with it. I don't know if you can tell, but swarming over that leaf and stuff is just like hundreds of tadpoles. So there's gonna be very many froggy this year. I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but it's been like raining non-stop, it's been muddy, it's been filthy, so there's been no chance to wash off the winter dirt. And so now that it's finally sunny enough, Ricky got to cleaning the car. Not that there's much point, because the roads are still horribly dusty all the way down to town, so this will be clean for 0.5 seconds. Enjoy her while she lasts. Now, take a look at these absolutely like gorgeous teapots, kettles I found in the barn. They must have belonged to the previous owner that lived here. Honestly, they left a lot of junk in that barn. We've been sorting through junk for ages. Ricky took some down to the dump that's around here because we don't even have bin service, so there's a crazy amount of just like rubbish. But these are really cool. I'm hoping to clean them up and use them for something. Obviously not as kettles, because who knows how long they've been sat in there, but let me know if you've got any ideas for what I should use these kettles for, or maybe for planting flowers in. Quick break just to say, look at how gorgeous my garden has been getting since the beginning of spring. And then finally, we were able to get to planting. Now, we couldn't get to planting things for ages because of the rain, and you can't plant in mud. No matter how hard I've tried, you can't do anything if it's muddy. So every day that it gets sunny now, we have to rush outside and plant as much as possible before the rain comes again. Here is me de-weeding some weeds to plant some onions. So far, what we've got planted in the garden is things like onions, carrots, beetroots, the garlic we planted in the autumn last year. We've got tomatoes now growing, we've got broccoli, we've got watermelon, and probably some other things I've totally forgotten about. Oh yeah, like radish and dill and other things I'm not paying attention to. Oh, and lastly, don't think I forgot about potatoes. Our neighbour came over on their tractor and they helped us plant some potatoes, because 4 rows planting by hand, nightmarish. You don't even want to try. So here, for the first time ever, I rode on the back of a potato planter and helped it plant potatoes. Basically how it works, if you don't know, is they take up potatoes on that row, which then digs into the ground, and all you have to do is make sure there's 1 potato per little seat. And that concludes this week's vlog, well, several weeks' vlogs. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already.